Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Friday afternoons, as we've been doing here the last few weeks. As we jump on here on Friday afternoons, we like to break down all the biggest games in all the European leagues. We usually start with the Premier League and then roll on to the big clubs that compete in the Bundesliga, La Liga, and also Serie A. So that's exactly what we'll do again today. We've also got some FA Cup games going on this weekend, so a lot of big clubs, a lot of big exciting tournaments going on this weekend in the Premier League. Let's go ahead and break them down. And of course, as we break them down, the main thing that we'll be doing is, of course, placing bets throughout the time as we go along. I got the comment section open. As always, go ahead, throw in a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking for these games. Let's go ahead and let's start breaking them down. We'll, of course, start with Saturday's action. Let's give it a go. We've got only one game going on in the Premier League this week, and as I said, it's an FA Cup weekend for a handful of teams that are still remaining in that competition, so that's why there'll be a limited slate of Premier League games here to break down. So the first one, though, it looks like we've got Brighton versus Newcastle. This is not good for Newcastle. They're absolutely struggling. Newcastle, they've now got to worry about getting relegated. They're only 2 points now above the drop. They're just absolutely terrible form. They've got 3 draws in a row. Preceding by that, there was 2 losses, so just not a good club. Meanwhile, Brighton, they get some little bit unfortunate luck there with some results against Palace, against West Brom, but they've looked bright. They've looked attacking, full of energy going forward. They beat Newcastle 3-0 in the reverse fixture. This one seems like it's a no-brainer that'll be Brighton to win. Let's see what Brighton is to win there on that money line. Newcastle is an absolute mess. I can't imagine Newcastle getting anything out of this game. So Brighton on the money line's at minus 157. That, of course, is above my cutoff. FanDuel's got it at minus 155. So again, that's above my cutoff. So you could look to do maybe shots on target, or you could maybe do Brighton and under 4.5. I don't see that game going 5 goals in that game at all. Certainly don't see it going above 5 goals. So let's see what a parlay of maybe Brighton and under 4.5. Let's see what that parlay comes in at. Let's see if we do Brighton, parlay that with under 4.5. Yeah, that comes in at minus 130. So we'll write that down. As you guys know, we don't really place any bets until we look at them all and figure out which ones are our most favorite ones. So we'll write down Brighton and under 4.5. That's minus 130. See if it's any cheaper at FanDuel, of course. Let's see what FanDuel's got it priced at. FanDuel's got it priced at 131. So the cheaper price is over at DraftKings right there. We also got to look at the shots on target because Newcastle has got to fight and claw and scrap. They need points. Fulham is about to catch them. Obviously, Sheffield United and West Brom, they're not going to catch it. Those 2 clubs are definitely getting relegated. But Fulham is right there on their heels. Fulham's in action on Friday, obviously coming up here in an hour. So they've got a chance to, close the gap, or they've got a chance to even, get a win here against Leeds. And actually, by the time Newcastle kicks off on Saturday, Newcastle could be in the drop. Newcastle, they have. Let's look at shots on target, because you could see a team of Newcastle actually going on the road, just saying, like, our form's shitty, we need a point, let's just defend like hell. I want to know, let's actually look up what the shots market is going to be for this game, because you could. So shots on target, they don't have it broken out for each team for some reason. Wow, they just got them cumulative. So over 21.5 shots, I don't see that happening. And then over 7.5 shots on target. Newcastle's only going to get like 2 per game. They're not going to get anything. They're just terrible. Terrible. What's going on, Paul? What's going on, Ryan? Happy to have you guys jumping along here. Do you guys got any opinion on these games? Give a shout. I think we may, maybe, that's a lot of shots, 22. Okay, maybe look to take the under on that. It's at plus 140. Let's look up real quick. Let's go look at the Premier League stats. I'm curious how many league shot stats. Let's see how many shots these teams have taken. Just how many shots are you taking on these? Yeah. Let's see. Shots. All right, great. Man, all these, accept the cookies. Great, accept the cookies. No, we don't want. We want club stats, not player stats. All right, let's see. Shots. Here we go. Perfect. Shots. Club stats. Newcastle's going to be at the bottom. So Brighton's got 364, so we'll need to do that math. 364. Newcastle. I mean, come on. Where are they at? Yeah, they're 15th with only 283. So let's see how many games these clubs have played, and let's get the old calculator out. So they've each played 28. So let's see what that math is. 364 divided by 28. So that's 13 a game. And then for Newcastle, they're getting 10. So that would actually put 23. But I don't see Newcastle being attacking. So we'll kind of write down that bet too, because that's at plus 140. I love that value there. So let's write down that of under 21.5 shots at plus 140. I don't see Brighton not winning that game. It's just a shame that money line's priced too high. Any injuries in this match? No, the same guys that have been out for however have been out. Looks like Newcastle might get Almiron back. That would be big. I mean, their attacking options have been crappy the last few weeks. So if they can get him, I don't think he's all that great, but at least for in terms of quality on that team, he's one of the better quality guys. The team is. I don't really think he's all that good, but all right. Well, let's. We got that game kind of earmarked. I think of the best one so far. If we were only, let's say we were to bet that game, would be Brighton and under 4.5. Do that parlay at minus 130. I think that could be the best option. So, as I said, that's the only Premier League game going on. Let's now transition it. Let me scroll down here and grab the FA Cup games that are going on Saturday. Let's see. For the FA Cup, it's Bournemouth versus Southampton. Okay. Oh, and then Everton City. Oh, boy. The cash cow that has been Manchester City to us. Let's do Bournemouth, Southampton first. We know for Southampton, they're mid-table. I think they actually, let's see. Yeah, they're not getting caught. They're 33 points. They're 7 points above Fulham. Realistically speaking, they're not getting caught. So I think they can actually give a full-on go at this. They don't really have to worry about getting relegated at this point. I mean, their form is just terrible. They lost that 2-1 game to Brighton, but Brighton's been good. They've been really good in attack. They haven't been clinical in their finish scheme, but Brighton have been, yeah, they've been good. Let's see how ambitious maybe Bournemouth can give this a go. Where are they at on the championship table? Let's see where Bournemouth is. So Bournemouth is 7th. They're one spot out of the championship and 2 points. So you look at this game. I know this is a derby, so to speak, on the South Coast, and who can have bragging rights. But I don't think Bournemouth can really afford to progress in this FA Cup. I mean, the goal is obviously get back in the Premier League where you can make millions and millions of dollars. They're 2 points right now out of the playoff spot. I'd like to think that their ambitions would be, put in a good performance, but maybe not field the strongest squad. They've got still Premier League squad. I mean, they still definitely have. I'm looking at the squad now. They still have Premier League guys on there. I mean, they got Jack Wilshere on their squad. They got Shane Long on their squad. They have some Premier League guys. I'd like to think. Let's see what the price is of Southampton just winning the game, because the table would suggest that Bournemouth's focus would probably be on the league. This is why betting on cup games get a little bit tricky. You gotta factor in teams' ambitions. You just have to. So let's see what the money line price is for this game real quick. Let me pull it up. Let's see. FA Cup. So Southampton's at plus 108. Let's draw no bet. Draw it. Yeah. I mean, Southampton at plus 108. They're the better squad. I don't think they have. Yeah, they've got the same injuries that they've been having going on. So nothing. Man, their form is shitty. Lost to Leeds 3-0. Lost to Everton 1-0. Beat Sheffield, but everybody beats Sheffield. Got smacked by City, but everybody gets smacked by City. And then Brighton beat them 2-1. I think Brighton is better than Southampton. I've enjoyed watching Brighton this campaign. Man, I don't know. We'll have to earmark this one. You may be able to take a flyer on Southampton at plus 105 on that. Or I think I said plus 108. I think I said plus 108. I don't see Bournemouth really wanting. I think they'll want to put in a good performance for their fan base, and because it is kind of a local-ish derby. But yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, we got Steven jumping in the chat. Yeah. Oh, my man's talking smack. The Jack Wilshere, Premier League player. Closest thing to it, I guess, right? Shane Long's a Premier League player, right? Wilshere, Shane Long. These guys are Premier League players, right? I think these guys are in the Premier League. They could be in the Premier League. I mean, come on. Jack Wilshere could walk into Sheffield United's team. He could walk into West Brom's team. Yeah, he's a Premier League player. He's a Premier League player. Let's see if they do prop bets for these kind of games. Yeah, so you don't get shots on targets in FA Cup, so we don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. All right, so I think the safest bet in that one is maybe Southampton plus 108. All right, so we got that one earmarked there. Let's now transition to City versus Everton. Steven's already chiming in with the City win to 0. Certainly hard to argue that. We've gotten cashes with that. The only thing is, and I recall they scored, I think, against City a few weeks ago. Yeah, it was February 17th, and City won 3-1. City won 3-1. They got the goal. Everton scored in the 37th minute, so it wasn't like it came, it didn't come by it didn't come by a PK, it didn't come in FIFA time. So it seems like they legitimately earned a goal through Richarlison. Maybe you can take City halftime, full time. I do like City to win to 0. City's not. They should have a strong lineup. I mean, they just cruise past Gladbach. Heck, they rested Sterling. They rested Jesus. They rested Aguero. I mean, I think they even rested De Bruyne, if I recall. Let me look and see who they actually played. I thought they rested De Bruyne, too, against Gladbach. Let me look that up. Let's see. Let's look at the lineups. No, they did play De Bruyne. Oh, yeah, that's right. De Bruyne. Oh, yeah, De Bruyne hit that stunner. Oh, yeah, they played De Bruyne. I remember now. Yeah, but they rested Sterling. Yeah, they rested Jesus, Aguero. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could bring in Shevchenko in the back, I mean, there's just... The squad is deep. Deep. Let's see what the price is let's see what the price is of Sterling not Sterling win to 0. Let's see what the price is of City win to 0. I'm thinking City win to 0. I mean, it's been a cash cow for us. Or I'm thinking City halftime, full time. So let's see what those two are priced at. Let's look at that. Let's go to game props. No, it's under team props for DraftKings to win in a shootout. Here we go. Manchester City plus 106. That's what we've been doing, folks. We've been getting that price anywhere from about plus 120 to about minus 110, and we've been betting it. We've also bet City a couple times of like under 4.5 and under 3.5, but I think City to 0. Let's see. That's at plus 106, so let's write that down. And then I also want to kind of see what it is at halftime, full time for them to win the game. Halftime, full time, City. City is minus 127. I think, let's go look up. I want to say Everton's been struggling a little bit lately. Yeah, they lost to Burnley. They didn't get a goal against Chelsea, but can't really hold that against them. Nobody's scoring against Chelsea. No, their form's not terrible. City's won the last... Hold on. City has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... City's won the last six of these games in a row. They've been killing them. Absolutely killing them. All right, I think, man, is Everton going to get a goal? If the two bets we're suggesting, City to win to 0, that one wouldn't have cashed in the reverse fixture. And actually the one I'm talking about, halftime, full-time, also would not have cashed in the reverse fixture because it was 1-1 at half. I think City got those 2 goals in the second half, so that one wouldn't. Yeah, it was 1-1 at half, so even that one wouldn't have cashed. City's not taking this game serious. I mean, I know Guardiola said the other day in his press conference that they're not going to win 4 trophies, but I mean, that's just him. I think I think that's just manager speak. They certainly could win four. They could certainly win 4 trophies. Is James fit? They've been much better with him than without him. That's a good question. Let's look up and see if James is fit. That's certainly a very, 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 very good question there by Steven. He has missed, I don't know how many games in a row he's missed. Let's see what Flash Score has got him at. Flash Score has him out as a muscle injury. Nope. No James this game. He's out with the muscle injury still. Jordan Pickford is out. Are you kidding me? He's got a rib injury? Oh, they definitely don't take City in any under. Don't do that. Because I remember that game against Everton. He made some spectacular saves. What's going on, D? What's up, buddy? Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't cap City on any under with Jordan Pickford out. So, all right, we got that one earmarked. City to win to nil at plus 106. I think that is probably the bet. That's got to be probably the bet. But let's move on. Let's see. So those are the only Premier League games. Those are the only FA Cup games. Let's get in some bets on Saturday. But before we do that, let's see what we have. So nothing going on in League One, or at least against teams that you don't know. Oh, Bayern plays Saturday. Oh, and Dortmund plays Saturday. All right, let's look at these two games. Looks like Serie A teams that nobody would know. Real Madrid does play Saturday. And Sevilla plays Saturday. Look, first, let's do this Bundesliga. We've been cashing. I can already tell you right now, we've been cashing, guys. I know we had that one trip up last week where we did 2 in 1 Bayern game where we got their over shots. We missed shots on target. Let's see. Let's just see. Yeah, let's see what that comes in at. Yeah, there's no reason to look up recent head-to-head. We got Bayern 1, 3-1, 4-1, 3-0. I mean, Bayern smashes everybody. That's what Bayern does. So let's look that up. Let's look that up right now. Let's see what let's go to Bundesliga. Let's see what Bayern's at minus 420, of course. Yeah. You're never taking Bayern on the money line. They're playing Stuttgart and Dortmund's playing wait a second. You can get a Bayern Dortmund parlay at minus 130. Wow. I don't think Dortmund played in midweek. Their Champions League game was 2 weeks ago, if I recall. So Dortmund should be rested. There should be no. Yeah, they played Champions League last week. So Dortmund should be ready to go. They got Sancho out, but he's been out. Marcus Royce is out, or iffy, says questionable. They're beating Cologne. That parlay, let's see if FanDuel's maybe got a touch of a better price. Cologne won the reverse fixture at Dortmund. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise. Let me click on that and see what happened in that fixture. Wow, looks like Cologne just won the game. They had Haaland in that game. They had Royce in that game. They had Sancho in that game. They had Hummels, Chan. Wow. Once again, that bet would have cashed. Remember how we cashed last week? Dortmund under 14.5 shots. And because the reason we had cash, it had cashed 7 out of 8 in a row. Or 7 of 8, and now 8 of 9 because we got the cash this past weekend. That bet would have cashed this week when they lost against Cologne. They only had 14 shots in that game. I'm telling you, Dortmund's not a team that puts shots. For whatever reason, they don't shoot. They're a team that pulls the trigger when I guess they really feel like they can score. I was nervous, sweating that under 14.5, but it came through like that trend has. That was a nice trend that we uncovered last Friday. I want to see if FanDuel's got a better price though on that Dortmund, on the Dortmund Bayern parlay. Because at minus 130, if you can get those two clubs, there's something never anything wrong with that. Let's see. It's minus 137 at FanDuel. All right, I'm going to earmark that, but I want to go now look at the shots on target market for these two. So let's write down Bayern BVB is minus 130. Let's go look at their shot markets because we've been cashing that with Bayern. That has really been coming through for us. It's the same thing. Exact same thing it was last weekend. Over 6.5 shots on target and over 16.5 shots. They easily went over 16.5 shots. They're the home team. They didn't do much. Did they pull their players in midweek against Lazio? Did they? I mean, what did they do in terms of subs? Yeah, so they took off Goretzka at 64 minutes. They took off Lewandowski at 70 minutes. They took off Mueller at 70 minutes. And they took off Kimchi at 77 minutes. So they pretty much took off their main players. Not their main, I mean, they're all the main players. I kind of like over. I mean, how many shots did they even get in that game? 12. Yeah. See, they didn't do much against Lazio for some reason. They do have Leipzig, so to speak, kind of nipping at their heels. I mean, Leipzig's only 4 points back. I kind of like taking over 16.5 shots. I really like taking over 16.5 shots. I'm gonna earmark that one too. That one's been profitable. Iron shot 16.5. Hey, what's going on, Thad? Oh, you took Leipzig today? Nice. I was thinking about that, but I didn't quite do it. Nice, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I'm not a Newcastle fan, but yeah, just I do like the jersey. I do agree. I think it's a cool jersey. Yeah, they got Darby back. Yeah. Is that Leipzig game? Is that one started? Is that one in progress? Oh, it didn't start till 2:30. Oh, it's coming up right here now. All right, cool. Good luck. Go Leipzig, man. Go Leipzig. All right, so I think let's get in some Saturday bets. What are you guys thinking? I think those are our best options for Saturdays. Give me your opinion. Let's try and help out. It came to it was a profitable weekend last weekend. What do we guys got? We got Brighton and under 4.5. People liking that one? Brighton and under 4.5. Or we got under 21.5 shots. We got Southampton at plus 108. City to win to 0. Bayern and Dortmund parlay. And then you got the Bayern shots one that we can always do. Had to do it with over 24.5 shots and Fulham Leeds. There's going to be a lot of shots. I mean, Fulham's not sitting back and Leeds never sits back. So, yeah, that's probably a good parlay. I think I'm going to go ahead and bet. I'm going to go ahead and bet this Bayern Dortmund parlay. I mean, let's be real. I'm going to go ahead and bet that. Even though Dortmund's on the road, they didn't play midweek. They're ready. I'm going to go ahead and put in that parlay. I'm definitely locking on a Bayern Dortmund parlay at minus 130. Not even going to second guess that one bit. I'm going to go ahead and lock in on City win to 0. I know Everton scored in the reverse fixture, but you don't score on City. That doesn't happen. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in on that one. I'm going to go ahead and lock in on this Bayern over 16.5 shots real quick before I leave this page. I'm going to go ahead and lock in on that one as well. It's working. It's at minus 137. Where is it? The over shots on target's a touch. Is a touch better in terms of odds. I'd rather just do shots though. I'd rather not have to rely on them to be on target. Just give me shots. Just smack the shit out of the ball and get it on. And won't worry about if it's on target. Let's see. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the shots instead of shots on target. I'm going to go ahead and buy that one. So it's over 16.5. This is the exact same cash we got last, I don't know, was it Saturday or Sunday, whenever Bayern played. We took over 16.5 shots, and I think they ended up with 19, if I'm recalling correctly. It was something around there. So I have no problem. There's two soccer teams I have no problem backing. It's City and Bayern. That's going to be the semifinal of Champions League next week, or not next week, next round. That's definitely going to be it. They're progressing. I'm telling you right now. Bayern's going to beat PSG again, and City's going to roll right past Dortmund. I know it's going to be tough. Dortmund, It is a tough team. So there's one bet we got. We got the parlay. We've got that one, and then we've got this one as well. We're going to go ahead. So those are the two bets we've got in so far. Bayern Dortmund is good. Nice. No, Mark, I support Manchester United. I support Manchester United is who I support, Mark. Who do you support, Mark? Bayern at minus 125. Let me get you that. Let me get you that coming up right now, Thad. Let's see. Spreads. Bayern minus 1.25 is minus 215. That's the problem with Bayern. They're I mean, everybody knows how good they are. You gotta I mean, you have to it's so hard to get good value. You always gotta parlay them with something. You can't even what's minus 1.5? It's not going to be it's minus 159. My threshold is 150 and I like to stay with that. I like to stay within my limits, and I know it's only a tick above minus 150, but the fact is it is above minus 150, so I don't like to do that. Turtle sports cars, not liking Dortmund. Not liking Dortmund. All right. Well, hopefully they do take an L today and they take a win tomorrow. How about that, Turtle? Hopefully Dortmund takes an L today. I'll agree. They take an L today and it's like a W tomorrow. That's what I want. They can take an L today on the training ground. I'm good with that. I know what you meant though, man. Just giving you a hard time. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lock it on. I think I'm gonna. Oh, nice. Mark's a Man U fan. Very good. I think I'm gonna lock in on this City win to nil. Let me see what City. So City halftime, full time. We couldn't quite do. What's City? Let's see what City on the same kind of thinking of taking a spread. Let's see what that is. Let's see. English FA Cup spreads and totals. City. All right, here you go. That could be actually the better of the bet. But let's say Everton does, pull one out of their ass and get one like they did earlier this season on the reverse fixture. You can get City at minus 1.5 for minus 121. Kind of like that. Then you don't have to worry about if Everton gets one. You don't have to worry about capping City at like under 4.5 or over. Because you can't do, they're too heavy of favorites to parlay City and over 1.5. It doesn't, I mean, you're not paying that amount of juice. Nobody on this planet's paying juice like that. So you can't do that. I kind of like City minus 1.5, I think. More than maybe City win to nil. I mean, this cup game, you know how these players do, and they just go for it, especially at this point in the tournament when there's a real chance to win some hardware. I don't know what that is, Thad. We're going to get to that tomorrow, but I'm all over Chelsea kicking the shit out of Sheffield. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. So we'll look that up here. We'll look that up here in a second. We'll look that up. We'll look that up here. I'll look that up. I kind of like City minus 1.5 more than win to nil. I just would hate Everton to get a scrappy goal, and City's just, I mean, they run it up. They run it up, man. They don't. I mean, they don't take their foot off the gas. They don't, they're not in the 85th minute just knocking around possession. They're not. Everton has actually scored in the last 3 fixtures versus City, so that maybe you want to back off City win to nil. They beat them 3-1, 2-1, 3-1. They did not. The Everton's gotten a goal in the last 3 fixtures, so that makes you a little nervous taking City win to nil actually. Where the bet I'm talking about would have cashed out of 2 out of the 3, and it would have cashed. The bet I'm talking about making would have cashed 4 of the last 5. And City to win to nil would have only cashed 1 out of the last 5. I think City minus 1.5 is the way to go. Let me see if FanDuel's got it at a cheaper price. I think that's the better way to go. I think if you're trying to do City win to nil, the recent at least trends. I know it's you got to take into account current form and certainly all that. And City is amazing. You don't have to tell me anything I don't know, but yeah. Let's see. You can't take that. I kind of like that. I'm doing that one. And the best price is at FanDuel. City minus 1.5 at minus 121. Let's go, City. Run it up. Get you 4 trophies this season. Well, you're guaranteed to get one. Let's just leave it at that. You're guaranteed to get the Premier League trophy at this point. That is a given. Nothing else is a given at this point. All right, so there we go. Just made that bet as well. So we're rolling with these 3 so far. We've got, and tell me if these screenshots are a little bit off. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see them. So that's what we're going to roll with so far. I'm taking City minus 1.5 at minus 121 over at DraftKings. I'm going to go ahead and do at Dortmund Bayern parlay at minus 130, and I'm going to go ahead and take Bayern over 16.5 shots. It's been cashing at minus 137. So that's what we'll do there. That is what we'll do there. Yeah, City's going for 4 trophies. No, this is a good question here by not sure what your name is. I apologize, but that's a gripe of mine at FanDuel. FanDuel does not have props in terms of shots or shots on target or anything. It's only DraftKings. So that being said, if you have FanDuel, you should have DraftKings because those two companies are in every state together. So it shouldn't be a problem for you. But no, DraftKings or FanDuel does not have that. You do not get that option at FanDuel. So that's and you also don't get it at PointsBet. So that's on the DraftKings strictly only thing. All right, let's now. I don't know if I want to do Brighton. I don't know. I'm going to circle back because I'm a little hesitant just on that. Not hesitant in terms of do I think that result will happen. Just in terms of maybe ranking that, right? There's a reason why we write all these bets down, and then we kind of see what are the best ones, and then we bet it. These 3 that I've got up here on the screen, these are definitely the best ones. Love them to a T. Absolutely love those to a T. So I wish I could do Bayern and minus a half or something like that, but it's too much juice. It gets above my threshold, and I don't like doing it. So let's go ahead now and jump over to Sunday. I have no idea what you're talking about. A Mighty Soso. You say, are you free or have to pay? If you want to drop another comment, maybe I missed the message that scrolled up and went by, but I'm a little unsure of what you're talking about, to be honest. So if you want to drop in another comment. All right, let's now move it over to Sunday. Sunday, we've got, let's go first now in the Premier League. Let's start there first. West Ham Arsenal. Ooh, London Derby. Like it. And then we got Villa versus Tottenham. Let's take the London Derby up first. Don't be fooled actually by last week's performance there, because West Ham, they didn't play Lingard. They didn't have what's his face, Bowman. They're gonna be able to play Lingard obviously because he's not club tied. Yeah, do they have any injuries? I don't like Arsenal playing midweek. I mean, Arsenal had to play midweek, obviously in Europa, while West Ham got to sit back and relax and do nothing but just focus on this fixture. West Ham's going for it. They're in 5th place. They've got a 2-point lead right now over Liverpool. They're only behind Chelsea 3 points for Champions League. So I actually fancy West Ham in this fixture. I really do fancy that. Yeah, I am with you on both teams to score. I was about to look that up. I don't know if this is a both teams to score and over 2.5 as well. Will somebody be able to find a winner? Arsenal looked bad against Olympiacos, and it's really hard to judge those second legs when you're in a European competition because, especially when Arsenal, had that sewed up. They got 3 away goals. Olympiacos would have had to have won that game 3-0, so it's hard to judge Arsenal on that performance. It was a bad performance. I mean, they let a 10-man Olympiacos team score on them. They didn't get anything against Olympiacos. It's hard to read too much into that, but boy, did they look bad against Olympiacos. But like I said, it's just when you got these, looks like the head-to-head, Arsenal's won 4 of the last 5. They won 2-0, 1-0, 3-1. West Ham sneaks in a 1-0 win. and then Arsenal won 3-1. So wow, Arsenal seems to certainly have the upper hand. But man, West Ham's. Let's go. Let's do exactly what. Let's look at both teams to score. Certainly was something I had earmarked here in my head. Let's go look that up. It's going to be, man, it's only 141. So both teams of scores at 140. Hold on. We cashed last time West Ham was at home against Leeds, and we cashed them to win. Can't remember how we took that. But they don't give up goals at home. Yeah, they've won 2-0, 3-1, or 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 4-0, lost to Liverpool. Yeah, they've been really, really good at home. I kind of like West Ham on the money line. See, I don't know what's safer. I don't know if it's safer to go under or over 2.5. Like, will somebody be able to find a winner? I mean, 5 goals is a lot. Yeah, I agree with you. 5 goals is a lot. I kind of do agree with that. I kind of do. That's plus 114. Woo, we're gonna write that one down. Dad's already looked it up. We're gonna go ahead and write that down. I like that. I like West Ham, Arsenal. Is that on FanDuel or DraftKings, Dad? And I can go look up the other one. I can go look up that other one. Do you have to pay for the entries on all these contests? I have no idea. I don't know what contest you're talking about. Sorry. I still don't even know what contest you're talking about. I've never paid for anything on FanDuel, so I guess to answer your question, I don't know. I've never paid for any contests on FanDuel or DraftKings, so I guess to answer your question would not really know what you're talking about. No, you don't have to pay for anything, or at least there's enough free stuff out there. So certainly wouldn't do anything to where you have to pay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and look it up on FanDuel then. I'm going to go ahead and look up both teams to score and under 4.5. I like that. There's not going to be 5 goals in that game. Not with the way West Ham's been defending. West Ham's been defending way too good lately. There will not be. It's at plus 107. All right, so I got that earmarked in on DraftKings. I think that could be the best bet. And I also think West Ham on that money line at plus 180. So that means what? Well, hold on. Then what's going to be draw no bet? Maybe draw no bet could be the way to go, because I'm telling you, Arsenal just sat back, West Ham just sat back and enjoyed. So that's at plus 105. I'm also going to write that down. I think West Ham draw no bet. I could do 2 bets from that game, because if they're both at plus money, I don't mind doing 2 bets from one game if they're both at plus money. I do like both teams to score at under 4.5. I do think Arsenal has been playing significantly better. I think they can find the back of the net. I think West Ham will certainly find the back of the net. They've just been really, really good lately. And I think West Ham can get the win. So that draw no bet at plus 105 is awfully appealing. I don't think with Arsenal playing on Thursday, turnaround, I can't see them beating West Ham. West Ham has just been too strong lately. I can't see that happening. Oral Roberts is leading. Who predicted an Oral Roberts upset? I did. I predicted an Oral Roberts upset. Nice. Oh, because of me. Oh, nice. Cool, man. Well, hey, the number said that they could hang with it, so let's see if Oral Roberts can do it. All right, under 4.5 and draw no bet. I didn't even know you could put that combination together. Let's see. Under 4.5. I see where you're at. You're thinking, well, let's just get better value. Yeah, they don't let you parlay that. I didn't think you could parlay. I don't think you can parlay anything with draw no bet. Or at least not on DraftKings. I didn't think you could. That's why I've never made that combination. Let me see if FanDuel allows you to do that. Let's see. Draw no bet, West Ham. Yeah, you can't make that parlay. You can't make it on DraftKings, and you can't make it on FanDuel. So I don't think that's not a parlay that their algorithm allows you to do. All right, I think we're good on that game. I think we can move on to Villa versus Tottenham. I think we've got 2 potentials from that game, and because they're both at plus money, I could see myself pulling the trigger on both of those games actually. So. All right, let's turn our attention now to Villa versus Tottenham. I'm telling you right now, Tottenham is they're in a mess right now. I mean, this is classic. This is classic Jose losing the dressing room that he does at every club he manages. You saw him go after his players after the Arsenal loss, which, I mean, to Jose's credit, that was certainly a shit performance. But this is how Jose loses the dressing room at every club he goes on. Once he gets a little bit of dip in form, he starts attacking the players, and the players just say, you know what, to hell with you, man. And they had a bad performance against Arsenal. He called them out. They looked terrible last night, last night in Europa League. And when they got bounced, and Jose just threw his whole team under the bus, just killed them. I'm telling you, I wouldn't touch Tottenham right now in terms of backing. I would not back Tottenham. That is not a team I would back right now. Hold on, is Jack Grealish, is he healthy? He's questionable. I would not back Aston Villa. I wouldn't back Aston Villa without Grealish. I mean, that's nothing I would do. And he hasn't now played in a few weeks, and we don't know if he's going to be playing. So, yeah. I don't know how this may be a game you just pass on. Yeah, Son is out. Son's going to be out for. He's going to be out for a while. He's out. They've got him rolled out here on Flash Score with the muscle injury, and yeah, I mean, you were watching that game probably. I mean, the way he pulled up, you've seen it in a bunch of soccer players. The way he pulled up, he's not going to be on the pitch for a few weeks. He's done. So Villa doesn't have their best player. Tottenham's a mess right now, and they just played 120 minutes. Keep in mind, it wasn't just a 90-minute game; it was a 120-minute game, and they had to travel to. That game was in. They played Dynamo. That was Croatia. Yeah, so they traveled to Croatia. That's a long flight for these guys. When you're used to just kind of just putting around England. Yeah, I'm not sure you touch it. This could actually be the bet. Let's see what that costs. That could actually be the bet. Spurs, Villa on the double chance, and over 1.5 could be. That could actually be the bet. I would actually like to take Kane on any time to goal score because he hasn't scored in a few, but man, he just ran around for 120 minutes. That makes me nervous. I wish he didn't play the full 120 minutes. If he didn't play the whole 20 minutes, I would maybe fancy Kane to score because he hasn't been on the score sheet in a while. Feels like that would be at a good price. You can get, to answer your question, Steven, you can get Villa on the double chance and over 1.5 at plus 102. You can get plus 102 on that. That's what you can get there. Plus 102. Plus 102. Under 2.5. Yeah, I mean, but then if you do get a Grealish, I don't really know if I really like under. Yeah. Let's kind of write that down. I kind of like what Steven's got there. Villa in the double chance. That came out to be plus money. I do like maybe possibly under 2.5. I think that could also be a good game. I mean, Spurs are just shitty. Just shitty right now. Shitty. And it's hard to know how these players are going to turn up. You got Jose attacking them. You got Hugo Lloris attacking the team. He's the club captain. Ugh. Maybe this is a stay away game. Let me write these down. Let's rate these down. That could be a stay away game actually. That could. Ugh. All right, got those written down. Villa only gives up 28. Yeah, they've been good. Yeah, no, I hear you. They've been good. I'm in agreement. Villa's. But here you go, Thad. Here's the one thing that could ruin your argument there. If you look at Villa, their home fixtures are cashing the over at 7 out of 5 or 7 out of 12. So, a little bit more. But their home games are averaging 3 goals per game. And if we look at Tottenham, their away fixtures are averaging 2.7. So maybe under 2.5. You're going up against both trends. You're going up against Villa's home record and Tottenham's away record if you go under 2.5. And I'm not sure I don't like going up against under 2 trends. That could not be good. If we look at Villa at home, they would be a 13th place team. They've scored 20 and 12. And they've given up 16 and 12 at home. Spurs on the away, they would be an 8th place club team. They've scored 22 and 14, and they've conceded 16 and 14. I don't know. Let's move on to the next game. I'm debating it too much, which means, you know what? You don't have to bet every game. You don't have to bet every game. There's maybe other games to be had, and yeah, you don't have to bet everything out there. So let's move on now to some Sunday FA Cup. Let me scroll down here. Let's figure out who the games are. Oh, we got United and Chelsea. We'll take Chelsea game up first. Everybody's gonna be on Chelsea to win the game. It's how can you make the money work? I mean, Sheffield fired Chris Wilder for no good goddamn reason. I mean, he was the glue that was holding that club. He is Sheffield United. I know he's a manager and obviously not a player, but he was Sheffield United. And what they do the first game after they fired Chris Wilder, they go out and get their ass kicked 5-0 to Leicester. And I'm telling you right now, that club, from being mid-table last year to now for sure getting relegated, you fired the guy. I mean, you fired your manager. He wasn't a manager. He was the club. He was the guy. That club's a mess. And you saw it with the players in that 5-0 beatdown of Leicester. They've given up. They've absolutely given up. So let's just go ahead and look at Chelsea. Let's look at Chelsea win to 0. Let's look at Chelsea. Yeah, let's just kind of go through and see what the odds are for that game. Let's see what we can make work. Let's see what Chelsea full halftime, full time is, etc. Let's just kind of run through the gambit here and see what let's just see what we can get. So Chelsea's gonna be priced too high to do over 1.5. I can already tell based on the money line. Yeah, so you can't do that. Yeah, you can't even do under 4.5 because that's still minus 200, so you can't do that. Let's see what Chelsea halftime, full time is. That's minus 155. That's a touch too more in my liking. I like to. There's a reason why in gambling you set thresholds and limits, and you have a system. It's the reason that you're profitable if you bet within that system. Once you start getting above it, it really doesn't do you good. To win in a shootout or a shutout. Yeah, it's not City. It's Chelsea minus 127. It's Chelsea minus 127 to win the 0 at home. I know Atletico didn't even score on them in 2 games. And everybody in this world knows Atletico is significantly better than Sheffield. And they had 2 cracks at the apple. And one of those pictures, I don't even know if they got a shot on target in the first leg. That's how much of a beatdown it was. I'm going to actually go look that up. Because there's a reason why we took no goals in that first half. And granted, we got burned. But, yeah, they got no shots on target in the first leg against Chelsea. None. And I only watched up until halftime. Once I lost that bet, I was kind of pissed and stopped watching. So I don't really know how the whole Chelsea Atletico. I was really upset to lose that game on a beautiful counterattack. But that first half, we deserve to make money on that game. It's unfortunate that Chelsea hit them on the counter. Beautiful counter, but it was unfortunate that happened. Oh yeah, then they got the other card because Atletico got a red card and then they got a goal there. So I think Chelsea win to 0. I can't see Sheffield scoring. Are you kidding me? I cannot see Sheffield scoring. Not the way Chelsea's playing. Oh, their last. Yeah, their home fixtures since Tuchel has taken over, they've not conceded at home. And that's against teams like Atletico, Everton, Man United, Burnley, who is, better than Sheffield. Newcastle, they're technically better than Sheffield. I mean, everybody's better than Sheffield. I think yeah, they lost Henderson. Yeah, that is, I agree. That was not a good move by them. They needed to do whatever they needed to do to keep him on loan. Obviously, I think I'm gonna write that down. Chelsea to win to 0 minus 127. That's got to be the bet. Chelsea 0 minus 127. It's the only thing that you can. It's the only thing you can make to work on that because you can't parlay it with any under. You can't parlay with any over. They could be a good parlay piece too. So let's also could have put them in with Bayern. Could have put Bayern's Chelsea. I can make another parlay. I can make another parlay, baby. I can make another parlay. No, he says I can only make one parlay a weekend. Oh yeah, Chelsea minus 1.5. That's another good one. Let me look that one up, Dad. That could I'll write that down on my notes. But that you're exactly right. Taking them on the spread. Let's see what that is. That's minus 148. I'll write it down, but man, I would think I'll write that down. That's at minus 148. Ah man, that's at minus 148. Ah, right at the top of the limit. Right at the top of the limit. All right, let's go ahead now. I already got an initial reaction here to Chelsea Man United, and been cashing under 2.5 in teams in the top six going at it in the Premier League this season. It's been a profitable strategy. Leicester is going to struggle to score against Man United. Man United, they've been struggling to score. They still don't have Martial. They're not going to have Cavani. They're not going to have Rashford. Rashford picked up an injury midweek there against AC Milan. So, yeah, no Rashford, no Martial, no Cavani. I think this is an under 2.5 all day long in this game. Two really good defenses in the Premier League. I mean, just good ones. I need to look up their actual stats because they're playing. I don't really need. Yeah, I'm just do it. I'll just look up their stats there in the Premier League. Might as well. But I think this has got under 2.5 written all over it. All over it. Yeah. If we look, Leeds, yeah. What actually? Man United has been dominating this head-to-head fixture. You got a draw the last time. Then you got United win, United win, United win, United win, draw, United win, United win, United win, United win, draw, United win. You got to go all the way back to 2014, the last time Leicester was able to beat Manchester United. Wow, that's a long time. So under 2.5 is minus 103. I'm writing that down. I can tell you right now that's what I'm gonna bet. I can tell you right now. I'm telling you, it's been profitable this season. Premier League clubs in the top six going at it under 2.5s. It's been cashing. It's been cashing, and like I said, you got no Rashford, no Martial, no Cavani. So you're gonna get Greenwood. Let's see, you're gonna get Greenwood. Of course, you'll get Bruno, but who will be you'll get James. He's shit. James is terrible. James is a cup player. This is the game he deserves to play in because James is not a Premier League player. James is a cup player. But so yeah, you get no Cavani, no Martial, no Rashford. So you're gonna get Greenwood, you're gonna get James, Van de Beek will come back in the squad, Pogba will come in, Bruno. This is under 2.5. I'm gonna go see what FanDuel's got it at. That's an under 2.5 all day long. He did return to training this week. I'm going off Flash Score, and Flash Score says he's out, and I really trust Flash Score. I think they're really good on their. I mean, that's obviously just a projection, but their projections are usually good. I've come to really trust Flash Score in terms of those things. But yes, Cavani did return to training. I thought he was close to making it to AC Milan, but obviously he didn't. And then they've still got him out with an injury. But I'm with you. Even if I still like under 2.5, but I did think Cavani was gonna play. Yeah, you like James more than I do, which is fine. So here's a good question here by Thad. How does extra time works? When you bet soccer bets, you're only betting on the first 90 minutes. So if it's 1-1 and then goals scored in extra time, that doesn't bother us at all. Soccer bets are there's only one soccer bet that takes into account extra time, and it's team to advance. If you make any other bet in soccer, it's only on the first 90 minutes. The only one that doesn't is which team will advance. So you're fine. You're completely fine. There's no harm there with extra time. Absolutely no harm there. So I'm going to go ahead and look that up on FanDuel, but I think under 2.5 is the way to go in that game. Both those clubs they've been good. They've been good. Let me see what FanDuel's got it priced at, because you said you looked it up under DraftKings. Yeah, it's at minus 118. So the money's coming in on the under. The money's. I'm gonna check PointsBet, even though I hate PointsBet. PointsBet, if you guys have PointsBet in your market, you're probably like me and you don't use it that often. This is not a good book in terms of just their price. It's not good. DraftKings is... What'd you say it was at DraftKings? I think you said... I have to go back and look. Yeah, minus 103. So that's... I'm going to go ahead and place that bet. I'm definitely doing that one. I'm doing under 2.5. 100%. Doing under 2.5. Don't even have to think twice about that. Just the way that's been cashing, the way these clubs are going at it. No Rashford. I think Cavani will play, but... All right, so there's our fourth bet now, the Premier League weekend. There's our fourth bet. Let's have it pop in. So there we go. Let's go ahead and take some of these down just to hide them for a second. Let's go ahead and put that one right there. All right, I'm locked in on under 2.5. I mean, that's great. That's a great price. Use them for free bets. Okay, nice. Yeah, PointsBet's terrible. They're just shitty. All right, let's see if there's any more big clubs going on Saturday. I mean, we've already bet Dortmund and Bayern, so it can't be. PSG's playing Lyon. That's the two top teams in League One, so probably leave that alone. Juventus is going up against some slappy Benevento. Roma, Napoli's going at it, so I'm not going to touch that game. Barcelona's going up for Real Sociedad. Atletico Madrid, they're just in a free fall. I mean, they're letting La Liga. I mean, they should beat Alaves. They weren't even in La Liga last year, but I don't want any part of Atletico Madrid right now. They're about to lose La Liga right now. I mean, they're full on struggling. They are full on struggling. I think Juventus to beat this club here, Benevento, they could be a good parlay piece too. Obviously, they're knocked out of everything. They've just been sitting back. They've just been resting. Had nothing going on. This opponent's form that they're on, they haven't won since January 6th. Since January 6th, they've either lost or drawn every game. They've had no wins since January 6th. That's bad. I think they could be a good parlay piece. This is now one, when I actually talk smack about PointsBet, I do use PointsBet for parlays of 3 legs or more, because then you can boost it. So I will give PointsBet a little bit of credit. They do have that one parlay booster a day. And I'm about to make a parlay. I'm about to do Chelsea, Bayern, maybe Juventus. I'm about to make a parlay right here. I'm about to do that. I'm telling you, man, you can't go wrong betting Man U over Leicester. I mean, you got to go all the way back to 2014. You definitely cannot go wrong. Definitely cannot go wrong with that bet. All right, I'm going to log in here. I'm going to go ahead and make this parlay. I'm going to see what we got here in terms of if we put Chelsea in there. Oh yeah, put City in there. City's not losing. And I'm going to go ahead now and jump over to the Bundesliga. I'm going to go ahead and drop a Bayern in there. A Bayern. So that's minus 107. Then obviously get to use the parlay booster on PointsBet. So you got Bayern, Chelsea, City. Is there another team that is like, yeah, they're going to win? Oh, Juventus. Let's see what that does. I think Juventus is going to win. They should. This is all they have left to focus on. They're sitting in third place, so it's not like, they don't, they need to keep pushing hard like hell to get points. They got Atalanta nipping right on their heels. They can catch AC Milan. They're not catching Inter. They're not winning the title, but they need a win to keep the Napolis and the Atalantas off their heels. I mean, they're both right there. Even Roma's right there. So yeah, do they have any injuries? No new injuries. McKinney's the only one that's kind of new. I guess he popped up on the injury report, but other than that, Juventus has their players. So I'm going to add Juventus into this parlay and see what that does for a price, and then maybe even then use that parlay booster. So that's plus 129. I mean, 4-legged parlays are tough, though. Tough. Brutal. Yeah, I saw the reverse fixture, but now that this is all Juventus has to focus on, I'm a little less worried about that. I mean, they They've been sitting around resting all week. Got nothing going on. Maybe I'll take Juventus out. I don't know. 4-legged parlays. Just, stuff gets brutal. Stuff gets hard. It's hard doing 4-legged parlays. Maybe take Juventus out. I don't know. Bayern's in, City's in, and Chelsea's in. Definitely those 3 teams are in. There's no doubt. I bet if you do, I'm going to log on. Actually, I got to make that one on my phone. For whatever reason, the PointsBet thing kind of screws up on the location thing. I don't know why PointsBet. I'm going to make that one on my phone or see what it is. I'm not sure why that always screws up on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and at least see what this 3-legged parlay is. Let's see what it is with the boost. It's going to be over plus money. Let's see what it is here. Let's see. Soccer. And then we'll do Bundesliga. Or no, we'll do... Yeah, Bundesliga. We got Bayern in there. And then we want the FA Cup ties in there. We definitely want Chelsea in there. We definitely want City. So City goes in there. Chelsea goes in there. Oh, I already used my boost today, so I'm going to make this parlay tomorrow morning. What did I already... Oh, I did the basketball parlay. I did a 3-legged basketball parlay, so I actually can't make that parlay today. I'm going to make that parlay tomorrow. I'm going to do a Bayern, City, Chelsea parlay, but I'm going to do it on PointsBet where I can use my one boost a day. So that will be a bet. That's a bet, but it's not going to be a bet here in terms of on this live show hanging out because I've already used that booster today. Why do they only allow you to boost one parlay a day? I can make all the parlays. You guys know parlays aren't profitable. Just let me make them. Let me make them. Don't cap me, sport PointsBet. Yeah. Yeah, Juve won me money last week, but yeah, I hear you. All right, so I think that's so. The only thing, if you ever look at my sheet, the only thing it looks like bets that we have maybe possibly pending is do we do Brighton and under 4.5 parlay, and do we do Southampton at plus 108? Everything else. Oh, within the West Ham. Oh yeah, no, I'm going back and doing West Ham. I'm going back and doing that West Ham game. Do I do both of those? That's the question. Do I just do both of those parlays and try and obviously fancy myself and get 2 hits? Or, do you obviously only going to maybe get the 1 hit? I think a draw no bet. I like West Ham draw no bet. I know Arsenal's been playing better, but West Ham's also been playing really, really good. They're getting some players back that they didn't have against Manchester United due to injuries and also being club tied. So they should be putting out a much better performance. I'm betting West Ham draw no bet. That one's coming down. That one's in. West Ham draw no bet. That one's in. And then I kind of like both teams to score in under 4.5 parlay. Let me do that one more time just to see what the number was again. Under 4.5. And now is at plus 114. I like that. I do think both teams are going to score. And I don't see it being... This could be a 2-1. This could totally be a... This could totally be a 2-1 win, 3-1 win. Nope, there's not going to be 5 goals in that game. No, you're not getting 5 goals. West Ham's been too good. It looked like, Arsenal, they had the bad goal against Burnley. They had the bad goal in Leg 1 against Olympiacos, but then, pretty much had a clean sheet. They were a Bono away from a clean sheet against Spurs. They dominated Spurs. Lost money on that game. They dominated Spurs. Watch that whole thing because, I lost money on it. They killed them. That was a really good job by Arsenal there. And then Olympiacos only got 1 goal, in midweek against them. So, I think both teams are scoring under 4.5. I'm going to go ahead and bet that one too. I like that. I like it. I'm on it. Done. So let me put these up on the sheets. We'll kind of talk about it. And then we'll kind of sign off here and we'll kind of run through our bets here. Let's put them all up here on the screen. Everybody can get a nice, good look at it. Let's hide these for a second, just to. Let's see. All right, let's put these bets up here. Let's get them all up here so we can see what we're working with. So we've got this one. We're going to go ahead and do Arsenal both teams to score in under 4.5. Like that. I like West Ham draw no bet. I like that at plus money too. Oh, D nice. Ohio State's coming back. Ah, man, there goes my underdog pick. There goes my underdog. Now we're gonna have us a good weekend, Thad. Don't you worry. We're going to have us a good weekend betting soccer. I'm trying to get all these on the screen for you guys so we can do it. I think that's all of them, and then I can still even talk my way through this. Hopefully you guys can see them all. All right, let's go through. We'll do this Dortmund one here first. Is we got a parlay here in the Bundesliga. We're going to do a Dortmund Bayern parlay. And that one's at minus 130. I'm going to go ahead and take Bayern over 16.5 shots, at minus 137. I'm going to go ahead now and do this. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'm going to also go ahead and do West Ham, Arsenal, both teams to score yes and under 4.5 at plus 114. I'm going to do West Ham, draw no bet at plus 105. I'm going to go ahead and take City at minus 1.5. at minus 121. And then I'm going to go take under 2.5 goals in Leicester Man United at minus 103. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it, guys. That's how we're making money this weekend in soccer. Obviously, we'll make money in other sports, but this is how we're going to make it in soccer on the pitch. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We got a good one going on in Chicago. Beautiful weather. Turning good. Enjoy your March Madness. Hope you guys cash all your bets. I always wish you guys good luck on your bets. Cash the bets. Keep the money rolling in. And we'll see you guys on Monday on The Daily Show. We'll recap all these bets. We'll recap everything else. And, kick off another week. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for chiming in. Love the interaction. Love the help. I appreciate it to everybody that chimed in. So thank you much. And we'll see you guys. Have a good one.